What is going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. We have hit the international break and we have nothing to do for the next 12 days except overanalyze the first 4 matches of the EFL Championship season, specifically with Coventry City. Today we are going to go back at the Fire and Ice picks, which if you didn't see the first part, essentially Fire means players that I see going in the right direction. I want to see do more. I really want to see just, burn and just keep doing what they're doing and improve on what they've built at the start of the season. On the other side, Ice are players that I think maybe have necessarily not been the best and could improve, and I want to see more from going forward. Before we get into the video, my name is Jonah Fat Cat. I make EFL Championship and general football content. If you haven't already and you've been on the channel before and you like it, please subscribe. Also, like and comment down below. I love to respond to every single comment just to debate about the things we talk about. Also, on top of that, I have a ton of really fun videos coming out. I have drinking Coventry City. I also have testing British foods, so keep an eye out for those. All my socials are at Jonah Fat Cat, and I'm really locking down on YouTube. I'm really happy to be back from vacation. I had a good time off, but I'm so ready to get back. Finally back in the Fat Cat studio, so let's get into it. I'm going to start and kind of sandwich the negatives, so we're going to start on the Ice portion. These are players that, like I said, I want to see more from in the next couple weeks. We are going to start with, I think we could all guess it if you've seen any Coventry matches this season, it is the defense. First name on the list is Bobby Thomas. Now, I think going into the season, we all expected Bobby Thomas to be our strongest and our best center back ahead of Liam Kitching and then recently departed Lewis Binks. You've also got Jake Bidwell, and now he's got the competition of the Ipswich center back Luke Wolfenden. So that is just going to throw a wrench in. They are both right-footed center backs, so they will be fighting for a position as well. Not going to get too much into that. Going into the season, we all expected him to take that leap up this year. He was good last season, but he could definitely have gotten better and improved and maybe even taken on a leadership and a veteran status role in this back line. I think so far we've seen some good stuff from him, but we've definitely seen a lack of experience and seniority shining through. A lot of stupid fouls, maybe being out of position, and obviously there's no question the elephant in the room this season is our defense has not been up to standards compared to our attack. I think Bobby Thomas is probably one of the reasons for that. So if we want to just look at some metrics real quick, and obviously if you saw the last game against Oxford, the mental blunder that led to a free kick which led to the goal. So let's take a quick peek at this foul leading up to it. So you can obviously see there's one Oxford player surrounded by 3 of our defenders. The ball is very obviously going to Rushworth, and look what Bobby does. I think we get a close-up of it from a better angle right here. He looks surprised. He's obviously going to try and play it off, but they know exactly what they're doing, Oxford. They are very strong from set pieces. We are notoriously poor at defending set pieces. They, especially when their back is at the ball, they are going to draw a foul. The best option and the best outcome in a long ball situation like that from your keeper is to draw a foul, and his inexperience led him directly into that. I just don't see the point of that there. What is the point of dropping your shoulder on a defenseless man? In the NFL, that'd be a 15-yard penalty. The ball was very obviously going to Rushworth, and then obviously we know what happened here. What are you going to do? Really nothing. Ultimately, the main point and the main focal point of this is that was an avoidable issue. Bobby Thomas, metrically, he was the most sound defender last season for us. I mean, to be fair, not that we really take much consideration into this, but he's had a few really good match ratings, but he does have 2 yellow cards. Let's just look at his statistics against Oxford. He had 67 touches, 3 of our 11 accurate long balls. I do not care about that. That's totally fine. But 7 clearances, 5 headed clearances, 1 interception, 8 recoveries, was not dribbled past. Very nice. 2 of 5 aerial duels won. Definitely want to see that number a little bit higher, but I just think it's more of an eye test thing where Bobby Thomas just felt like he's not really living up to what we expected. And obviously I know we have not given up any goals that are from set pieces this season, but I just feel like I've been seeing him out of position a lot, and just a lot of fouls and things that he does to me just make me think, why? Like, what are you doing? So I think it's good that there is another center back in on the way to kind of push him and create that healthy competition, because right now I think he's the one being dropped over Kitching. Kitching also did give away a foul that led to the second goal, but that one, I really just think that was just the ref doing too much. On top of that, the ball was moved, but really, just Bobby Thomas, I want to see more, because I know that you have what it takes. You have the skill, you have the goal scoring ability, which is a huge asset, but if you are defensively inept and do not provide us that calming presence at the back, especially with the shaky goalkeeper play, not a formula for promotion. So Bobby Thomas promise, take these 2 weeks, really get in the lab, really try to get your mental sorted because you've got the physical attributes. Really just want to make sure that you have the football IQ and you're just smart and you don't give away stupid fouls because you know how we concede goals is from set pieces and we need you to be a little bit smarter. So that is the perfect segue, as per usual on this channel, over to Carl Rushworth. Carl Rushworth is my second ice player. I really did not want to go and reuse a player that I used in the past one, but the story just writes itself in this situation. It's got to be a record. I said that I would fact check it. I really don't even want to. All 8 of the goals we have conceded this season have been from set pieces. I cannot believe that I'm saying that out loud. It is absolutely, absolutely insane. Set pieces, penalties, we've given away stupid penalties, and Rushworth we know is really, really good at saving shots. We've said that time and time again. We've seen his catalog in the net. We've seen it firsthand. We saw it against Real Betis in the preseason. We saw it throughout the season. He's definitely saved a couple goals. I don't know if statistically wise he's saved us goals. It's just not all there with him right now. And I know what people are going to say, and I agree. Dovin was not where he ended the season before getting injured when he first started. But you get through 4 games, and it just starts to be a little bit of a red flag starting to be raised. If someone's going to beat you with a really good goal, you know, good build-up, they get themselves in a good position, and there's nothing you can do, that's totally fine. But now it's starting to become a mental thing with him I'm concerned about. He's a young player. He hasn't found a stable home. He's been sent out on loan, recalled, injured multiple times. Started out like a king here, and then it's just slowly coming down. There are starting to be chirps of, you know, bring Collins in. We did just see our third choice keeper go out on loan, so there's not much competition there. It is making room for Dovin to return technically. We won't have to worry about that until next year. He won't have to worry. That's a good problem for us to have. Carl Rushworth, I definitely want to see more from you. I want to see you bring the confidence that you have in your interviews, bring the confidence that you had at the start of the season into your play going forward when we come back from the international break. Right here, we already looked at this goal. I'll be the first one to say, I am not mad at that goal right there. This was through the wall, right through Torp and whoever that was on the left. He makes a good reaction save, not expecting him to deflect that into, you know, a corner or a non-dangerous area. All I need you to do in that situation is save it because that was absolutely leathered at him. He did what he could. The second goal, it's really up for interpretation. So again, just to harp on it, all Oxford could do, long ball, stupid foul, debatably a foul or not, and they don't show it in the video, of course, but they pulled a little Ivan Toney, slide the ball over 2 yards to the right, and let's see. I gotta say, I'm starting to change my opinion on that. At first, I was not too upset that he didn't save that, but now looking back, I am just taken a little bit back by that and the fact that, you know, he didn't even think to cheat over a little bit. It was an identical goal from the first one, just from the other side. Low driven around the wall. Clearly, that's something that their set piece team identified, and maybe they also knew. No, I'm not gonna say they maybe knew. They definitely knew that that's one of our weaknesses. They practiced that all week. That was the way that they were gonna come in and get a point, and they did what they did. Let's look at it one more time. I don't want to look at that. It pisses me off, but Kitching, foul. Look where he is when that starts. He's 2 steps away from one post and he's 6 steps away from the other. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think that probably should have been saved. But listen, we are nowhere near jumping ship. We're nowhere near starting to get seriously nervous. It's just now our eyes are definitely open to the fact that maybe he is not as good as we expected. But it is early. He's played 360 minutes of football for this team. They now have 2 weeks to figure things out, to talk through the defensive set piece schemes and how to get a better read on it. And they will definitely, for damn sure, never make sure that they let a player move the ball again without saying something to the referee, because that, I can't be mad at it. If we did it and we scored, I'd be saying, you know what, that's just football IQ right there. So Carl Rushworth, once again, second time in a row, I want to see more from you. I want to see you be that calming presence that you should and can be and what we expect you to be. Keep getting touches on the ball, keep getting comfortable, keep building rapport. Let's see more from the defense as a whole. Let's stop getting hung out to dry on counterattacks. Let's try to coordinate our pressing. Let's try to coordinate our wingbacks going forward so that the game doesn't open up like a can of beans in the second half like it did, and Matt Grimes has to run 9,000 kilometers just so that we don't lose to a team that's going to be relegated or close to it. All right, now that's done. Let's get to the fun stuff. The fire players, the players I want to see more from. I want to see keep going and keep ascending to their full potential, because I know that they can. These ones are very hand in hand because they've both been off to a really good start. Let's start with our number 8, our central midfielder, Victor Torp. Oh, he has just been so fun to watch. The Denmark international international, 26 years old, just entering his prime. He stepped in for the injured Chief. Really, he did earn the starting job himself. And would you look at that? From the central midfield, he has 4 goals. This guy only scores bangers. The free kick that he scored was unbelievable. Another Torp torpedo, kind of a cringe caption, but oh my God, that was such a good goal. Nice, calm little celebration over the wall. Boomed it past the keeper. Great curve on that. What a finish. Next thing I want to talk about is his positioning. Sorry this looks so B-Tech. I'm not as talented as my boy Matchplot and make crazy graphics. I really just talk about them. So Matchplot, if you want to teach me how, you can. But let's look at his heat map. I really like looking at heat maps for central midfielders because we know that Rodoni is like a free-flowing central attacking mid. So Victor Torp kind of lived on the left attacking mid, left center mid side of the pitch. But you could definitely see that he drifted into other areas. Not really exactly too sure how this whole right back thing got going. But Victor Torp also is responsible for filling the space that Rodoni is not in when Rodoni goes and he goes down that right side with Milan, with Sakamoto, with BTA. And I really like how fluid he and Rodoni are. If Rodoni were to not be in a game, I would be confident with letting Torp go up and play the 10 for the game. He's really good from set pieces. He's dangerous on the ball. He can pass. Obviously, he's proven that he can score and he's becoming a real dangerous threat from the central midfield, especially when, you know, we're such a heavy wing favored team. And you got to worry about EMC, Sakamoto, BTA coming down the side and trying to put balls into Rodoni, Haji, or if Sims is in there at one point. You've even got Victor Torp who can just sit at the top of the box and let the strikers pull players in. And then he just takes this 2-step forward, little roll pass to him. That's how he scored one of his first goals, I believe, against Derby. So he's just really become a very versatile player. And honestly, I would say that he's arguably becoming one of the most important players in the squad. So Victor Torp, keep on doing what you're doing. Stay humble. Make sure, you know, you still put in those defensive shifts here and there. Don't leave it all to Grimes. Make sure you know when to get forward and when to drift into that space that Rodoni is leaving from, and just keep doing you, man. Just stay confident and let's see a strong continuation of your hot start. Last but not least, we are going to go to our number 10, who we've already spoken about a few times in this video. It is Mr. Jack Rodoni. The fact that we still have Jack Rodoni is crucial, pivotal, and honestly, I'm quite surprised that we still have him at the end of this transfer window. Jack Rodoni has done things that I have not seen any player do in the championship in a very long time. This guy's dribbling in the past 2 games, specifically QPR and Oxford, is absolutely ridiculous. It almost felt like he was just getting back up to speed the first couple matches, but he was still showing flares of greatness there. But the dribbling and the way that he takes on 2 to 3 defenders and he just commands defenders at all time, opens up passing lanes, opens up runs, leaves players open in the box, leaves players open on the wings, and it just allows us to put the ball in such dangerous spots at any moment of the game. Anytime that he was on the ball against QPR, which maybe that was a throwaway game, but then Oxford, which was a competitive game for all 90 minutes. There was never one time where either team was running away with it. He was just a threat. They had to keep an eye on him. The defensive mids had to fall back. The center backs had to step up to him, and he was just getting past everyone. Let's take a look at this play right here where Torp gets the ball. He flicks it back heel to Rodoni. It's just so fluid and it just looks so easy for him right now. And again, people are gonna say, oh, it's Oxford, this, that. But he's been doing this all season and he's only getting better as he's getting more comfortable. He's learning to the fluidity with the rest of the attack. One touch on the ball. Get around 3 defenders. They can't even touch him because they're too scared of giving a penalty because of how shifty he is. Puts the ball in a dangerous area. Could not beat the last man, but the damage was already done there. I mean, come on. He did not lose a single duel this entire match. Sorry if you see my cat. He's trying to attack me because I haven't given him food. He's got 2 goals and an assist in 4 matches this season. Really coming on of the last 2 matches. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he has to offer us this season. Really, really just skyrocketing his value. And unless we get promoted, it's going to be tough to keep him. So, Jack Rodoni, keep cooking. We compared you to a fine glass of champagne in our drinking video, which will be out later this week. I'm just finishing up the final edits. So that is going to be all for today. Thank you so much if you made it to the end. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. If you agree or disagree with what I'm talking about, please leave a comment. I like to answer everyone. I always like to get a good conversation and going. A healthy debate, nothing too toxic, nothing too sugar-coated, just general, unbiased commentary. So let me know down below. Leave a like if you haven't. Also, as I already said, please subscribe and peace.